Hey there, YouTube. So, the Legion pre-patch with the Legion Invasions and the Demon Hunter is currently live in World of Warcraft. Is it worth your time? Do you think that the game is back in business? Why don't we take a look? Alright, so we have a large content patch. I mean, it's not the biggest thing in the world, but um, it's the Legion Invasions, as you can see on the screen, hopefully. Uh, it's a lot of stuff going on. It's pretty crazy and a lot of fun, honestly. They also added the Demon Hunter class, and they have lots of little goodies from this particular thing. The Legion events happen. There will be two wherever the spawn points, and you're gonna have about 4 hours every time. I guess next week is when they're gonna start upping it, so it's gonna be a lot more to do. As of right now, it's kind of just like, oh, hey, let's go do it, and you get a big posse. Like, you just see how many people are playing this game right now. Like, WoW is back. Like, I don't know if you're somebody who has played WoW in the past, or maybe you've thought about WoW, but WoW is like it's a lot of fun to play right now, honestly, and it's only gonna get better when Legion comes out August 30th. So anyway, what I was saying, I think if I recall, so you go around, the most efficient way to, what you're trying to get is these nether shards, which I'll see right there. Alright, so nether shards, you get them from doing the event and also killing during stage 3. The more bosses you kill during stage 3 will give you a certain amount, kind of thing. In my experience, you don't want to die while this is going on. Maybe they patched it because they've had to have a couple patches during this thing. Because, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's because of the amount of people that are in the game again. But like, look, I just killed that guy. I got 6. It seems to range anywhere from 5 to 10. So you kind of just get, a certain amount here and there. But anyway, you go around, you see these little skulls. In my experience, there's been kind of like a little posse that goes around and just kind of like follows the, if you can follow them, you're not going to get owned by this guy too often. You're definitely going to want to use defensive cooldowns and try to avoid him as best as you can. I haven't seen any like major advantage to like trying to do a ton of damage to him compared to just kind of like tagging it and staying alive. So I mean, maybe it's possible. The more damage you do, the more you get. I just got 6 again from that one, and I would say I did about average on that damage-wise. So this is the second event I have done on my Paladin, and I'm up to 89. Oh, and I haven't done that yet. Okay, so right there, I just got a coalesced fell, and that you will use to actually upgrade your gear, which is really cool. So I'll show you on a little bit about that, but basically there is a weapon that you can upgrade 5 times, so you'll get, it starts as a level 700 or item level 700 item, and then eventually it becomes a 725. So if you haven't played this expansion, or you're kind of late to the game, you haven't played in a while, that's going to for sure give you a boost and kind of bring you up to, I mean, if you played WoW, you know that the weapon is going to be kind of your big ticket. You kind of feel a lot more powerful. You're going to get better. Also, it's because a lot of the classes have changed with this expansion, so you're gonna see a lot of, like, this is a good way to kind of get your, hone in your, whatever you want to call it, your class. Maybe your talents have changed, or your entire thing. Like maybe you were a survival hunter, and oh, wow, survival is now melee. I should probably do something that makes it feel like I'm actually doing like raids. Like if you, this is a good way to kind of get the same boss feel without actually getting into a raid. If you're looking to do a little bit of raiding before the 30th of this month. So, lots of things you can do, honestly. And constant shadow moved. Okay, so I'm good. Anyway, don't want to die. No. Anyway, so it's a lot of fun, and so anyway, what I was saying about those embers you get, or the fell, the coalesced fell, is something you can get from the final boss cache that you get, and it's just it's so any of the weapons you get from here you can upgrade. And cool thing about that is the weapons are BOA, so that means that you can go on multiple characters, you can try to get them on multiple characters, and then send your weapon that you're trying to for your main. Definitely want to try to pick a main on in this kind of thing, but you can send that weapon from your main to any of your alts, and then have them upgrade your weapon, and then send it back, and you get free reign on any of the stuff that you get. So it's pretty cool. So there is this, and honestly, I'm really enjoying this content. It's I mean, this is day two, or day three. Ooh. day day three. I had to work today, which kind of sucked because I was neck and neck with everybody else. But at certain point, um, you know you have those friends who don't work, or are maybe had the day off or something. Oh, and look, I died. See, it's that easy to die in this. It's kind of ridiculous, and I'll tell you right now, one of the least fun parts about this is having to run back to your corpse. Because I swear, I thought that they had added a ton of like graveyards, but I don't think they did. I mean, just feeling it from this angle, I don't feel that they did that. So, anyway, that's pretty much what this content is, and so I'm going to show you some of the other content that is currently live in the game. Next thing we got here is the Demon Hunter. Now, if you've watched some of my other videos, you know that this is a class I was very, very interested in playing and very pumped and hyped to get into. So I put about just under 20 hours into this character so far, and gotten a lot of the items that you can get from the invasions. I've also kind of saved up on the PvP token emblems that you can get, and gotten him some 710 gear. So currently his item level is 709. One of the glaives that I have is fully upgraded. The other one I'm still working on, which, but who knows? Maybe the next day I'll have both of them upgraded to 725. But anyway, so yeah, basically, this is one of the new classes. If you've been under a rock somewhere, this is the new class that has come with Legion. And if you have pre-purchased the game, you are able to play this class now. So I'm assuming that's still an active thing. If not, I imagine if you just talk to Blizzard, they probably would unlock it for you. But anyway, so real cool class. Currently, there are only so once you've finished the starter area, which really cool, by the way, has some really cool cinematics, and tells a great story. I highly suggest, even if you don't wish to play this class entirely, that's not your main, it's not somebody that you want to play, then do the starter area at the very least, because it tells you a lot of cool lore. Let's say Even if you're not really somebody who likes lore in Legion or at all in WoW, it's a very cool story. So definitely suggest doing that. But currently, so they have the two specs, Havoc and Vengeance. Vengeance is the tank one, Havoc is CPS. I'm kind of focusing more on the Havoc side. But so, one of the problems at the moment, at least for in terms of survivability, is that Demon Hunter only has two talents. Because as you can see, anything beyond the second tier is above the level cap right now. So, if you're gonna play Demon Hunter right now, don't understand that it's not complete. It's a little on the weak side. In terms of damage, obviously, if you're going up against somebody who has been raiding for a long time, maybe they're mythic geared, maybe they're, even on the same level as you, just because they have talents, you're gonna find that they're gonna have a little bit of advantage over you. So just keep in mind that it's not quite done yet. There is gonna be some talents that that I can think of just down the line, like Fellblade. That's gonna be really fun. But anyway, as a as of right now, the current build that you should be going is going to be anyway. So Fell Mastery is kind of a must right now. It gives you increases the damage of your Fell Rush, which is this ability. So it increases that by 50%, and also gives you Fury, which is your kind of resource. There you go. I don't know. I don't know. What I'm doing. Anyway, that's your resource. So anytime you hit one thing, as you can see right there, I hit the rabbit or hare, and I got Fury. So if I just do it normally, you have to at least hit one thing in order for it to give you that Fury. So just keep that in mind. And then you have two choices. You can either do prepared, which makes it your vengeful retreat more useful. Basically, it's kind of like a hunter disengage, a little cooler if you ask me. But anyway, so if you hit somebody, so you do this little AOE around you when you jump back, and then you land backwards. Anyway, and it also reduces the cooldown by another 10 seconds, so it makes it a 15 second instead of 25. A lot more useful. So it gives you 40 Fury over 5 seconds, which is nice. And of course, it does do damage anyway. But the second option is Demon Blades, which just it basically will take away your generation ability, which is a Demon's Bite. That's basically your spam ability, and it makes it so that it just will happen every now and then. 75% chance, so it's not too bad. I know that Demon Blades is going to receive either a nerf to those, or the other two are going to receive a buff. Currently, Demonic Appetite and Blind Fury are not really considered to be very good. So, Chaos Cleave, I've heard some people try to do it, but it's really only in a fight where you're going to have a sustained amount of two people to attack, which is pretty much not really a thing right now. But anyway, Fell Mastery is a lot better, honestly. But so anyway, Demon Blades, it's a decent one. So you can just switch between them now. You don't have to have a reagent or anything. Although you can only do that in rested areas, so keep that in mind. But anyway, um, so yeah, Demon Blades, it just like I said, it takes away that your ability to just kind of generate on demand. Obviously you can still do it with Fell Rush, but that's pretty much it. So with the Demon Blades, it just kind of auto will do your normal Demon Bite. But anyway, I kind of like the whole Fell Mastery and Prepared, because you can kind of go like this, you can jump backwards and then right back in. It's kind of cool. But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much what I've been going. So I'm at 709 right now. About 20 hours played, like I was saying. So you can get like the PvP stuff. They're just going to be the off pieces though. So keep in mind, Current, as far as I know, as of right now, the stat priority is crit, versatility, haste, mastery. So try to stick with that if you're going with the Demon Hunter. Very cool class, very looks really neat. Love the glaives. I'm actually really enjoying it, even with the kind of limited amount of stuff that you can do. It's a very flashy class. So let's go to like over to the. Oh yeah, I love this mount. Such a good mount. Alright, I might not have it yet because I'm a noob and this is still a tier 2. But anyway, alright, whatever. Don't have it. But anyway, you can get like lots of just like your normal stuff. Just go over here so show you guys. Anyway, so you go and lots of AoE stuff. That's one thing that you might not hear other people talk about, but there is just like, I mean, look, go like that, boom. That's an AoE. That's an AoE. That's an AoE. You know, there's just so many AoEs. It's kind of ridiculous, but cool at the same time. And of course, that's an AoE. And, you know, what kind of person would I be? Oh, and of course that's an AoE, because that's your stun. AoE stun. And, oh, I hit that guy. Oh, come on. Give me some of that. I need some. Alright. And of course, this AoE. Very cool. So, good stuff, you know? You get lots of AoE. Very fun class. There is one thing that the Demon Hunter cannot do right now, and it probably won't do because lore-wise it doesn't really make sense. But there is the Broken Shore event, and that is according to the lore, which I wouldn't think this is a very big spoiler alert, but the Demon Hunters are imprisoned during the time of the Broken Shore event, so lore-wise they can't really be there. It wouldn't really make sense because in a lot of ways that's why they released the Demon Hunters. So, all right, so question becomes, is this enough to tide you over to Legion? So we're, like I said, day 3. There is a element that you can definitely get through the content very quickly if you kind of combined all your alts together and make a combined effort to make one of your, you know, like your main really strong. You know, I mean, I would say that it's good content. It's very fun. If you haven't played the game in quite a while, um, you're gonna enjoy it, I would say, because it has a very old feeling to it. So yeah, I would say at this point it's you know, if you're gonna be playing Legion, you should be playing now. If you want to be playing the Demon Hunter, you definitely want to be playing now. If you want to just kind of get a nice feel for the class that you're the class, the spec, whatever you want to be playing, you know, if you're wanting to test out certain things and see what you want to make your main for Legion, this is going to be a um, great place for you to start. So get this game. If you haven't, resub, do what you need to do. This is this is really fun. I'm definitely recommending playing this game at this point. I still, you know, we'll see what happens with Legion specifically. You know, once it's live and it's doing all its things, but this game looks like it's back in business. I'm seeing lots more people. You know, everywhere is full. Orgrimmar is full. I imagine on the Alliance side it's just as full. It, you know, it's fun again. There's people. There's, you know, I'm seeing Thunder Fury posts again. You know, and, I mean it's just ridiculous. So anyway, if you haven't gotten this game yet and you're interested in it, go ahead and get it, and you know, get Legion. And if you're new, there's gonna be fun stuff too. So this is the perfect time to get back into the game or to start the game again. If you get if you buy the game, you can instantly make a character that is max level, at least the current max level. So you're not gonna have to go through all the old content, and you still can, obviously, but you can jump right in again and have fun with your friends if you have friends in the game. If you don't, hey, this is a perfect time to make some friends. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe. Have a good one.